President Cyril Ramaphosa says the International Court of Justice ruling has vindicated South Africa's case against Israel. The court granted some of the requested provisional measures tabled last month, except for Israel to cease fire immediately. It also gives Tel Aviv 30 days to provide a report on how it has implemented the binding judgment. Newzroom Afrika's senior politics reporter Ziyanda Ngcobo has the details.
The International Court of Justice has called for the immediate release of over 200 Israeli hostages taken by Hamas on the 7th of October. In the same vein, the court acknowledges that the rights South Africa sought to assert were plausible and had a standing to bring the matter before them. And as such, some of the provisional measures that were requested were granted, except for the call of an immediate ceasefire.
The court considers that, with regard to the present situation, Israel must, in accordance with its obligations under the Genocide Convention, in relation to Palestinians in Gaza, take all measures within its power to prevent the commission of all acts within the scope of Article 2 of the Convention, in particular, A, killing members of the group, B, causing serious bodily or mental harm to members of the group, C, deliberately inflicting on the group conditions of life calculated to bring about its physical destruction in whole or in part, and D, imposing measures intended to prevent births within the group.
The Minister of International Relations and Cooperation says she's not dismayed that Pretoria's call for an immediate ceasefire wasn't acceded to because the foundation of the court case was about the protection of the rights of innocent Palestinians.
No way that I'm going to say I'm disappointed. I hoped for it, but the fact of delivering humanitarian aid, the fact of taking measures that reduce the levels of harm against persons who have no role in what Israel is combating, for me requires a ceasefire. And I believe Israel would have to attend to how it conducts its search for the hostages and for those Hamas individuals who carried out the October 7 attack.
President Cyril Ramaphosa has hit out at the critics who question South Africa's resolve to take the matter to the ICJ in The Hague. He reminded them that South Africa's painful history of dispossession, discrimination and state-sponsored violence couldn't allow the nation to stand by and do nothing.
Today, the International Court of Justice has vindicated us. The court has concluded that, pursuant to Article 9 of the Convention, it has jurisdiction to adjudicate our application. The effect of the order that the ICJ has granted today is that there is a plausible case of genocide. This marks an important first in our quest to secure justice for the people of Gaza.
But despite the trumpets of victory sounding for South Africa, the Israeli Prime Minister didn't waste time to slam the judgment.
Israel's commitment to international law is unwavering. Equally unwavering is our sacred commitment to continue to defend our country and defend our people. Like every country, Israel has an inherent right to defend itself. The vile attempt to deny Israel this fundamental right is blatant discrimination against the Jewish state, and it was justly rejected. The charge of genocide leveled against Israel is not only false, it's outrageous, and decent people everywhere should reject it. On the eve of the International Holocaust Remembrance Day, I again pledge as Israel's Prime Minister, never again. Israel will continue to defend itself against Hamas, a genocidal terror organization.
South Africa will now notify the United Nations Security Council of the court ruling and also indicated that it will explore multilateral mechanisms to edge towards a two-state solution and long-lasting peace in the Middle Eastern region. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Ziyanda Ngcobo in Johannesburg.